Welcome into Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to today's show. We got a couple of juicy rumors that we're going to hit on this episode, so stick with us until the end of the show. Could Klay Thompson be leaving the Warriors this off season? Weird to talk about this after he dropped 52 points last night, but an NBA executive hinted at the possibility of Klay possibly leaving this off season. We'll discuss that and more here in just a moment, but first, got a little challenge for you guys. Who wants a shout out on our next show? Next episode we'll give someone a shout out. Here's the deal. Whoever comments the most gets a shout out. That doesn't mean like the biggest comment. It's most individual comments. So hey, type Bay 100 separate comments. You'll have a good chance of winning it 1,000 times. Hell, we want to reach thousands of comments on today's show. So whoever comments the most on this episode is going to get a shout out on our next one. All right, let's read this quote from the NBA executive on Klay Thompson. He says, quote, "You could consider it. You know, he grew up with his dad as a player, mostly for the Lakers, so they're a team he could look to leave for, and he grew up near Portland, so the Blazers, there's been talks he wants to play for them. He is kind of ingrained in the Warriors now. He is such a part of that team and culture, everything he went through with the injuries and just his whole laid-back attitude and approach. They love him. It would be hard to imagine him actually suiting up in another uniform." And I tend to agree with the second part of that. There's been buzz in the back that he could go to Portland or LA, but when you think of the Warriors, you think first of Steph, but then it's Klay. I mean, Klay's right there as Steph's sidekick. I mean, he's been through so much with this team, the winning, the heartbreak, the injuries. The guy missed 2 straight seasons due to those. And by the way, he's starting to kind of be back. I just mentioned the other night he had 52 points. He's up over 20 points per game this year. 39% from 3. He's starting to find a shooting stroke as well. You look at his past 4 seasons, it's certainly been a roller coaster for him with the ups and downs, the injuries, etc., missing 2 full seasons after getting that initial injury in the NBA Finals a few years ago. But at the end of the day, Klay Thompson is ingrained with the Warriors, like they said. Doesn't mean he'll play his entire career there. Doesn't mean, he's going to get, some max extension or something like that, but you would think that he would like to remain in the Bay. You look at his resume with Golden State: 4-time NBA champion, 5-time All-Star. He's been All-NBA third team twice. He was NBA All-Rookie first team, and he's just a selfless player that loves playing in Golden State with Steph Curry. I think if anyone's going to leave, it's going to be Draymond Green. Those rumors have been hot and heavy this year, but it would be weird to see Klay play for Portland, for example. That just wouldn't sit right, I don't think. Now, show Klay love and support, and if you want him to say, type 11 in the comments. I mean, who wouldn't want to see him stay in the Bay? Certainly, he's not peak Klay Thompson after all those injuries, but he's still a really good player. That shooting's not going to go away, so type 11 down below if you'd like to keep Klay in the Bay. Now, don't waste money. Use Rocket Money. Rocket Money going to help you save money here in the year of 2023. Download the app today at rocketmoney.com/NBA Now. Rocket Money does a good job of helping you monitor your finances. And guess what? I'll ask you this question. Are you wasting money on subscriptions? The answer is probably yes, as 80% of people have subscriptions that they have forgotten about. Maybe for you, it's an unused Amazon Prime account or a Hulu account that never gets streamed. There's this great app that I use to keep track of all my expenses, and because of it, I no longer waste money on subscriptions that I don't even use. You might have heard of it. It's called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. This app shows you all of your subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find out you've been double charged for a subscription. And guess what? To cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel. Rocket Money takes care of the rest. So download the app today. Keep a track of your spending. And if you're spending too much, cancel some subscriptions. Rocket Money makes it easy. Go to rocketmoney.com/NBA Now. Do download the app for free. It's rocketmoney.com/NBA Now. That link is in the description and in the comments of this video. From Klay leaving to LeBron coming to the Bay, maybe. Trade for LeBron, we'll discuss it. There's been some rumors out there about getting LeBron to Golden State this offseason, as certainly the Lakers once again are a disappointment, but LeBron is not. He is playing very, very well. Sam Quinn had this had this to say from CBS Sports. He says James wasn't even a little subtle in April when he said that Steph Curry would be the player in today's league with the most who he'd want to play. He also added this: the Bay Area isn't quite like New York or Los Angeles, but it's still an extremely appealing market thanks to Silicon Valley. Golden State's ownership has hinted that it doesn't plan to pay for a $500 million payroll in the near future, but perhaps they'd change their tune if it meant access to all the ancillary revenue streams James creates. And that's the thing. I mean, the Warriors are paying so much luxury tax, which I don't blame them. They're in a win-now mode, but eventually ownership's going to want to cut back. But if you get LeBron, the external sales, I mean, imagine if the Warriors traded for LeBron. How many jerseys do you think they would sell in the first hour? 50,000? I mean, you would make so much money if you got LeBron to the Bay. It would truly be unbelievable. Quinn also said this: the Warriors may not have felt they needed James to compete for a fifth championship before the season, but their poor start could make them more aggressive. If there was any question about his relationship with Golden State's core, those were answered when he attended Green's wedding and took pictures with Green and Curry while holding up four fingers. The Four Rings Club, together they could push for 5 or 6. I mean, it would truly be something to see Steph and LeBron team up toward the end of their careers, especially toward the ends of LeBron's. I mean, I think Steph has a few more years left than LeBron. But the thing is LeBron's up there, 38. Look at the numbers, though, guys. He doesn't look like a guy that's slowing down. 29 points, 8 rebounds, 51% from the field. Three-point number has dipped a bit, but he's been playing out of his mind as of late, trying to carry the Lakers, dealing with an injured Anthony Davis. He can still play at a very high level and be part of a winning team. There's no doubt about it. His resume speaks for itself. 4-time NBA champion, 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time NBA MVP, almost 20 All-Star games. He won the scoring champion in 2008. He could win it probably every year if he wanted to, but he's such a selfless player and willing passer. Again, we know the relationship him and Steph have together. They really get along. They always spend time together during the All-Star game. So, hey, listen, if a trade at the deadline or this offseason is available, I mean, that's something you have to consider, especially if you want to add another ring or two before this Warriors kind of dynasty shifts to the younger core. Now, should the Warriors trade for LeBron James? What do you guys think? Type T for trade or P for pass? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Should the Warriors try and trade for LeBron at some point? Appreciate you guys for tuning in to today's show. Again, whoever comments the most will get a shout out on our next video, so spam the comment section right now. Subscribe to the channel as well. More Warriors news, rumors, trade buzz going to increase leading up to the NBA trade deadline, so make sure you're locked in for that. I'm Harrison Graham. We will see you guys very, very soon here at Golden State Warriors Today by Chat Sports.